SillyPseudonym playing Nova Drift. Trying some different audio settings today. We'll see how it works. I was just putting up the thumbnail for the last Salvo video I did and realized how very, very loud the game was compared to my voice, at least during those missile launches. The rest of it was fine, but the missile launches were a bit much, and when you're always firing the missiles, well, yeah. So maybe this will be a somewhat better experience. We'll see. We'll see. I want to try something else, though. We did the good old barrage salvo last time. This time I want to do a more charged shot salvo, just to compare. There we go. Boring but practical shockwave shield, I think so. And there's the engineer. Off to a good start. We want charge shot, we need to go down this tree, and I think we want everything here. Splinter's also pretty good. Targeting is not bad either, but... ooh. Revelation to heavy caliber would be so very nice. Though I do also want to get these allies going. This is the rare pick. I hope that was not a mistake. Targeting is acceptable. Defiance wouldn't be bad here, actually. Just because if I do give it my shield for Apex Machinery and all that, Defiance will give me more plating. Alright, you all get to die fairly soon, I hope. Payload or ally? I really do think we need to get this ally going, just to unlock the other options, if nothing else. I do not want the evasion. I do want velocity down to snipe for the warp strike. I guess I'll pick it up. Save those rerolls for when we really need them. Hopefully, maybe, possibly. Not as happy with these choices. Guidance is okay. Better targeting is generally a good thing with salvo, after all. Don't like the decrease in the rate of fire. But everything else is okay. Even the slower projectiles are, to an extent, fine, because with better targeting it gives them more time to actually hit enemies. Since they're slower, they can turn more. All that fun stuff. Okay, calibrate, snipe, splinter. Homing strike is not as interesting. I do want to go down to shielded constructs. All of a sudden we have so many good options. Start with the snipe. Do need improved thrusters to blink. Do want the payload down to charge shot. Let's get the improved thrusters, just so I can maneuver a little better. Try to get that last little bit of experience, but alas, 'twas not to be. That's a nice large convoy, and I'm happy to take it. So many mines this time around. That I definitely want. The nanotech reconstruction will help our good friends heal. I do like the terminate, but I think I need the splinter or the payload more. Get the splinter. Calibration, maybe. Efficiency, also good. Hull strength for Juggernaut. Singular strike. Armor. Once I get my shield, I'll definitely want the armor. So many good choices here. Let's get the hull strength first. I'll probably take the hull strength down in terms of getting support specialist, if nothing else. I do enjoy Splinter. I don't enjoy the reduction rate of fire, but everything else of it I like. Take the Deadly Wake, that'll allow us to do a little bit more damage, and puts us one step closer to Blink. Just try and do a little extra damage with our engine trail here. It's almost there. And now we just need the main event. Shockwave shield, as usual, very, very helpful against this attack. Easily the best shield to deal with these things, in my opinion. Ooh, calibration. I could go ahead and get 3 heavy calibers. Or elegant construction to get these shielded constructs. I'm going to take this heavy caliber. I don't normally take it so early, but I'm curious to see its effects. It's pretty good. Not incredible, but it's pretty good. Really needs that warp strike to make it really powerful. Again, I want the payload, but I also want the priority 0. Start the priority 0. Can I help but notice that we do not yet have the evolution pickup, which allows us to get interceptors going. That would be very, very nice. Happier to have picked priority 0 now that we've lost one of our allies. Not that they're doing a lot of good just yet. Charge shot or skirmish? I think I want this charge shot. There's the blink. I'll take the blink. Rate of fire up would be nice too, but I think you gotta respect the blink here. And there's the warp strike. That's a surprise to pick it up so soon, but I think we take that over the Juggernaut. Though getting the Juggernaut would help us get Singular Strike, which I am interested in receiving. Just get the Mastery or the Elegant Construction here. I'll take the Mastery just because we do not yet have Evolution. I may need to start spinning rerolls, as fine as those options are, but we can't get actual interceptors without well, the interceptor upgrade. It's kind of part of the point. I'll take the skirmish to look for terminate, I suppose, but again, this is a little weird. Not that we're doing badly, we're doing fine right now, but we could probably get through war pretty easily with this setup. So we do have time, it's just not really where I was hoping to be now. Yep, Ally, you did a good job. Took those hits like a champ. And then exploded. Oh, you're almost dead. You're almost dead. Convergence. Overclock. Overclock is great if you have Wingmen. I do not have Wingmen. We'll pick it up as a speculative pick. As a... boy, it will be nice once we finally can use that. Support specialist. Yeah, it's our terminate. I'll take the support specialist. It does weaken our ability to, well, weakens our shield and hull, but it does make it easier to build our constructs faster and makes our constructs fire more often. It is still kind of weird. To take it without having specialized our allies. Alright, we need you to die soon. Thank you. Finally, there's evolution. So that gives us a little bit of scaling the hull and rate of fire for our allies. They get one more projectile to fire, and perhaps most importantly of all, we unlock the interceptor option. It does exist after all. I do not want streamline. This might be my first reroll. I could take mines. Charged mines would be nice. Alright, we can try a charged mine. Well, no, we won't take the charged mine. We'll just use regular, loaded mines. We don't want the charged mines because we want our interceptors to have those. Charged shot, I should say. Words, what do they mean? Who knows? Obviously, I do not. At least now with the scaling, our allies fire at a reasonable rate. They're still not incredibly powerful, mind you, but it does feel like they fire more often than once a week. Did not mean to run into you. That is my fault. I want the rate of fire up. Shield cooldown wouldn't be bad either, but I think I want this Juggernaut. I do want to try Singular Strike here. Good old Singular Strike. Loaded mines or payload? I guess loaded mines. I did mention how much of a help they could be. They won't be horribly powerful without the charged mines, but every little bit helps. Hello, war. Yeah, you're not going to have a good day with these attacks. Cannot help but notice that you're losing body parts at a fairly unsustainable rate. Just saying. Force armor is not bad, but this terminate, I think, is going to be even more important for us. Take the elegant construction to move down into the shielded construct, apex machinery realm. Though again, we kind of need interceptors to really make that work. Though I guess we could go ahead and get retribution. That will also unlock apex machinery. You just need some end point upgrade. The mines are actually the easiest just because you don't have to specialize them. Same for turrets. Drones and allies, on the other hand, specialize, so you have to finish their specialty tree before the apex machinery part will become available. And what do I see here but an interceptor? We're going to want interceptor down to wingman, down to overpower. And now we should have a lot more in terms of damage. We should be able to do a lot more damage with these interceptors firing their own warp strike missiles. There's the shielded constructs. Essence sap wouldn't be bad here either. I could see incendiary strike having some utility here. Alright, you all die pretty quickly. Without wingmen, I don't know if I want overseer. But what else do I take? Armor? Calibrate? I hope this isn't a mistake. I'll give up the ability to fire my weapon to get another interceptor out. They're probably not going to be anywhere near as powerful as I would be on my own just yet. We really need wingmen, apex machinery to really get that going. But a third one will help us do some added damage. And these mines will help out as well. Now again, we do not want the charged mines. We want to keep that for our interceptor. Do I want this payload? I think so, for the singular strike if nothing else. Don't mind me, I'm just looping around. Alright. Fairly chill until good old Seraph arrives. Okay. Just give them time, give them time. Okay. I'm going to try to stay near the Seraph so the shockwave shield will push them away. hopefully our allies will do that job for us, and they did. Mortars, I do not think I won't. Don't want the outmaneuver. The shield effect race isn't bad, but I think I really need to reroll. Again, we do not want the outmaneuver. Force armor is good. Ah, you're gonna maybe choose between Apex and Wingman, huh? Wait a minute. Max out a tree. What count is maxing out the tree? Does evolution count? For some reason, I thought you had to go all the way down to overpower. I guess I was mistaken. You learn something new every day. Alright, anyway. What was I doing? Wingman or Apex? Wingman or Apex? Oh, it's a tough choice. Okay. This gets me 30% rate of fire. Overclock gets me 40% rate of fire. So let's go Wingman. I also just like having the shockwave shield near me. So what have you been watching lately? I saw the Dune movie. I thought it was pretty good. I liked it. Wasn't the most incredible thing ever, but I found it generally enjoyable. But then again, I'm the type that would. I know some people found it a little slow at times and a little bit difficult to get a grasp on the exact situation, but of course, having read at least one or two of the books and having seen the earlier movie and the sci-fi series, I'm probably a little bit more familiar with some of the things than most people. Interesting choices here. Essence Sap, Rapid Fire, Convergence. Even Homing Strike has a place, but don't really want it. Let's get that rate of fire up. But yeah, I enjoyed the visuals. I think the voice was perhaps a tad more dramatic than the book, where it was definitely seen as more subtle, but I can understand why, for an audience, you want it to be obvious when the voice is being used. You don't want it to be, well, why do sometimes they talk to someone and they obey them and other times they don't? Sort of situation. So I can understand that. I think that's a reasonable filmmaker decision. Ah, finally overpower. But we shall see. We shall see. I guess I won't get into too much details about other plot points because spoiler territory, etc., and so on. Ooh, faster shield cooldown, blitz, calibrate. I do like the blitz for more damage and initial hit damage. That has its place. Probably less so now that I have Splinter. But it's something. It's a little extra damage. Don't mind me, I'm just killing all the enemies. Slaughtering my way through them, left, right, center. But yeah, I've always enjoyed, even as a little tyke, I enjoyed weird sci-fi places and strange locales and people trying to figure out ancient mysteries from aliens or robots or whatever. Definitely the kinds of things I like. So I guess I am, if nothing else, predisposed to enjoying such things. Again, I don't want the charged mines. Spontaneous generation does something here. I really think I want Essence Sap over anything else. Could go Absorption. Rancor, I don't know how that affects us. Or more accurately, I don't know how that affects our allies' charge time. Though I guess the extra hull and weapon damage would be fine. And plating. Could take the Quantum Decoherence, but we have so many rerolls, it seems like a waste. Maybe if I had absolutely no rerolls, that would be fine, but yeah. Giving up 12 rerolls when we still have a mod right there that I'm interested in just doesn't seem ideal. Oop, you are all dead. Okay, continue on. I'm trying to think of other things Dune related that wouldn't be too spoilery while we wait for a challenge to show up. I do remember Patrick Stewart playing in the first one. The, oh, what's his name? David Lynch one, yes. That was interesting. Because my exposure had been to Stewart, of course, on Star Trek, The Next Generation. That's sort of the series, in many ways, I grew up most with, even though I didn't really watch it when it first aired. Ooh, tempting, tempting. I do have 4 wild mods, but that Rancor is here, as is this Warpath. I think I go with the Rancor. Truth be told, I think I go with the Rancor. Will slow us down a bit. We are somewhat concerned there. But maybe we can blink our way out of danger. But yeah, good old Star Trek The Next Generation was definitely my more formative Star Trek. Watched it on syndication. Same for DS9 now that I think about it. I think the only show I really started watching even a little bit of firsthand was Star Trek Voyager. Right when it came out, I mean. And even Voyager, I think I only saw the first 2 seasons, I think, on initial airing. Yeah, I don't think I saw any of it after that. I think after that I watched repeats on... What did I watch it on? TNT? That was so long ago now. So long ago. Feels like forever. I'll reroll from here. Apex Machinery. This will increase the construction time of our constructs, but most of the time that's only going to affect our minds anyway. Our allies are pretty much with us all the time. So yeah. It will slow down our mine construction, but it will speed up the rate of fire and the health of both the mines and our allies. And it will make the mines more powerful. They will be built more slowly, but when they detonate, they will release more missiles. Alrighty then. But yes, Captain Picard will probably always be the person I think of as the most Star Trekian captain to me, just because of that. Probably the anchoring effect, childhood exposure. Though Sisko is pretty up there. I did enjoy Sisko as a character. I'm trying to think of who of the more recent Star Treks I really enjoy character-wise. Haven't really watched the most recent season of Discovery. Haven't watched, or what's the cartoon show? I haven't really watched much of the cartoon show either. I have seen the Picard series, and it was okay. It felt a little slow early on and a little rushed at the end, I thought. Again, I don't know how much I really should talk about for spoiler reasons. Though I guess it's been out for a couple years now, so perhaps I shouldn't be too concerned in that regard. I was almost wondering if one of the characters, since they have other hologram personas running about, if they were a hologram themselves, but no, apparently not. They're just flesh and blood. I thought that would actually be an interesting take on the character, if they were all... Even the one that we thought was a biological person was in fact a hologram themselves, but no. Alas, it was not to be. It was not to be. Singular strike. So, it fuses our projectiles to increase their size and blast radius, with diminishing returns. Each one adds half of its damage, and it gets a flat 15% damage, size, and blast rates to projectiles. And it increases our delay between fire, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue, I don't think. Oh yeah. Those are pretty powerful. Oh yes, and I do need to show statistics. Leave this here for a little bit, let you gaze upon the wonder. And I'm going to go grab some water. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed all of that break. I certainly did. Nice to look at something other than a computer screen for a bit. Always an issue when so much of both work and play involves the computer screen. You do want to get out, move around a bit. Of course, when I'm in the classroom, I tend to be moving around a fair bit anyway. But especially of late, COVID and everything, it's been a bit of an issue. Well, that did not take long at all. Poor Scion there. Poor Scion. Again, we don't want the charged mines. Self-destruct, calibrate, retribution. Does calibrate apply to interceptors? Or do I want the essence sap? Let's get the essence sap. We do a fair amount of damage. Maybe enough to make essence sap a worthwhile pickup here. Yeah, those heavy missiles are, I think, both easier to talk over and probably a bit stronger against most waves, especially with the Splinter to help out as well. I'm not 100% convinced of that, but it feels that way to me. I think the singular strike heavy caliber missiles are pretty good, And of course we have the terminate and all that going on. Definitely helps speed up the process. Oh, wave 200, you poor thing. Yeah. That was one of the easier wave 200s that we fought. So yeah, I'd say we did pretty good. Quit running into me, please. That's just rude. Oh yeah, we're just eating these poor enemies alive. only concern is sometimes we have to wait a little bit for the charge up. So that could be an issue, especially as the enemy waves get faster and faster and faster and faster. Armor is good. Candescence, we really only have one fire damage source at the moment. Blast radius, I guess, does something. We'll take the blast radius, why not? Yeah, like here, we have to wait just a little bit longer than I would have liked. Maybe I should look for Warpath. That might help. Increased shield radius would also be good, just to push the projectiles away a little bit further, a little bit faster. What was there? Convoy? At this late a date? And yet another reroll. Ooh, don't like this combination. No, do not like this combination at all. Alright, good. Thank you, Terminate. Terminate gets more and more powerful later in the game because the enemy health grows. And so that extra 12% of their health we don't have to chew through really does make a difference. I don't like you, dear Scion. But at least you weren't that tough. So I'm willing to accept. Live and don't let live, as I always say. I'm glad I got these mines. These mines have helped add a little bit of extra coverage every now and again. Convergence? I don't know if I want convergence. Phantom Strike? Don't really know if that works. Could just take this Warpath. Concentrate Blast, Calibrate, they also have their uses, as does the armor. But I've already mentioned wanting this Warpath. Let's see what it's like. Okay. Right before dying. Okay. Other than that, it was going quite well. I guess I need to really to improve this build beyond better piloting there at the end is understand better how my wingmen operate, or perhaps more accurately how interceptors work with all this other stuff. Like, do they get any Rancor benefit while charging your weapon? I assume means it does not, but I assume we do from the interceptor still get the extra weapon damage. but I don't know that for certain. Same for the calibrate. The main reason I didn't pick calibrate there is I wasn't sure if it affects interceptors or not. So I guess I need to try to figure out exactly how all that works. Still, an interesting experiment, and I think superior to the barrage. I definitely think it's superior to the barrage. Might try that again later after a few tweaks, but for now, thank you all for stopping by.